Hello, hello, hello. Hello. How are we doing tonight? I am going to play with some embossing folders. I just have to go in and I have to do a little fixing because I had to reopen because it wouldn't let me sign into the stream I had set up. So I have to go in and delete the other one so people don't accidentally think that's the one and be waiting for me. So let me go in and delete that one. Lives. Let's go down here to this one and edit it. And we want to delete it. Go back. Go back. Delete forever, I understand, and delete forever. Okay. Now nobody should get confused with which one I'm on. I'm gonna share the link. Hi Debbie J. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Let me share. Debbie, I need to get your email information. Now that I'm home, I can actually try to, if you're still interested in collaborating, I very much am. Just last time when I was interested, I ended up going to Judy's, and that put a halt to a lot of things I was doing. So let me just go in here and go, paste that. Delete the other one. Well, they'll get it. They'll see. Alright, let's put it on my page here. Alright, so this is a Sizzix, I believe. They don't write on here what they are. 3D embossing folders, and this is not Sizzix. This is scrapbook.com. I believe it came with the Halloween kit that I got last year. You know, came with the stamp set and stuff. Okay, close that out, Linda, because that's, you're not. Okay. Alright. So, if you can see, they're pumpkins. I don't know how well you can see them. But then I want to play with these right here with it, because I saw Lisa Horton's YouTube. I saw her playing, and she's like, the better press, not better press. That's not what she called it. She didn't call it that. I want that machine so badly. I can't stand it now after watching Charlene Madrid last night. Let's cross my fingers that I win it, because that would be amazing. Between that and then my glimmer, which I need to start using my glimmer on here too. But I saw where she took a 3D embossing folder and it looked really cool, and she did some cool techniques, and so I wanted to try it. And I figured, let's make some backgrounds, and I was struggling for what I was going to create tonight. So I'm looking at the embossing folder, and you've got the one side where it pushes up. You can feel the pumpkin raised, and then this one you feel it push down in. And then you have that doesn't, I'm trying to think which, this is the way she did it. Alright, so anyway, I'm going to put ink on this side, the side that the pumpkin goes in, but you can feel the raised pieces of that, and then you've got all this flat surface. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our little distress ink here. I hope some people come in. Debbie, are you even still there? Are you doing your stuff and just listening in the background? So I'm just going to take, and I'm going to just maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. Doesn't look like it's going on there. I guess I don't really have enough ink in this, huh? Anyway, I'm gonna try it. I don't know how she had a very beautiful, flowery. Now she said she couldn't see the ink, so I'm hoping that's just what's going on. I can't see it. I need to see it. I need to see it. Let's get a pad that I know is juicier than that. Let's just do it with my Lawn Fawn Black Licorice and see how that looks. There we go. Let's just do this. I'm playing. That's all I'm doing. All right. So I'm gonna ink this all up, right? And what that's gonna do is that's gonna make my background black. I don't want my background. I really don't want my background black. But it's going to be cool for another thing I'm gonna do. So I'm getting the black ink on all of that, so that way the pumpkins will stand out, right? Okay, I don't know why that's open there. Then I'm gonna take my leaves. That's not really big enough. Let's pull out the big Mama Jamma. Let's just put our big Mama Jamma there. And I'm just gonna take the leaf, and I'm just gonna put a leaf like that. I'm gonna lift the ink up. I'm gonna try to lift the ink up. All right, where's my scrap that I had so I could stamp off if it picked the ink up? All right. So we're just gonna stamp it off. Yeah, see how it lifted the ink? So it should, that design should be on there. So I'm gonna do that. Now this may not work like I want it to, but if it does, it's gonna be kind of cool. All right. Now let's put our paper in. And I'm using the Tim Holtz Distress watercolor paper. So I'm just gonna lay this down just like that. And I'm gonna carefully close that like that. And it may not work, but it might work. And if it works, it's going to be cool. It might turn out horrible, but it's definitely, what is it? Gina K's husband says, better than horrible. All right. Okay, wait a minute, that's right. I have to use 2 plastic. I can't use, I just remembered. To do the 3D embossing, I have to use the actual, I can't use the magic mat. For some reason, it won't feed in. Let me get my 2 plates here. It's me, Maisie. Maisie, it's mommy. Maisie, it's mommy. Maisie, it's mommy. Maisie, it's mommy. I'm alive. Stop barking. Stop barking. Maisie, it's mommy. She's so funny. So if you're here with me, why don't you hop in and say hi? All right, so we're just gonna put that in. All right, it doesn't want to feed in. So let me take the plate off, and do just the embossing folder and one plate and the platform. There we go. So if you're using the switch, the sandwich for the 3D embossing folder is the base, your embossing folder, and a plate. Only one of the plates. And look, there was orange ink. I couldn't see it, but it was there. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, I don't see the leaves, guys. That's still kind of cool looking, but I don't see the leaves. I bet everybody's over watching the Lawn Fawn live stream right now. So the cool thing she was saying too is that you just set it right back in to do different techniques. So I should have went and done all the orange only. So let's do that again. Let's get our cleaning rag and clean our embossing folders off here. Get all that ink off of there. And I will probably end up with very inky fingers. I'm just using a dry cloth and no special cleaners or nothing. I'm just wiping it off. There we go. I mean, that's pretty cool looking in its own. So we can go in and we can like watercolor those pumpkins. And I think that'll make a kind of cool Halloween background. But we're gonna try this again. We're gonna take our orange and we're gonna go in like this. Now, she was using the big distress. She was using a brush also. She wasn't using the actual ink pad like I'm doing. All right. Thank you. So we're just gonna go in and we're gonna lay this down. And we're gonna do this again, but this time we're doing it just with, now look, I got it on the outside of it. But we're gonna do some other cool stuff. All right, let's run that through. Bring this in. Oh look, I didn't get all the black off. There's still got some black there, but that's kind of cool looking. Not really what I was going for. Definitely not like what she had. But it's still cool looking. Now though, what I want to do, I'm going to take that leaf and I'm going to take that rag and clean that leaf. I'm just using water, guys. Just regular water. I don't have any stamp cleaners. No squeaky clean or any of that. I don't have any of that stuff. So. And I'm going to come in with gathered twig. And I'm going to stamp this up. I'm going to ink this baby up. And on these flat parts, I'm going to stamp my leaf. I'm going to try to do this kind of quickly so my ink don't dry. Now, if this works, it'll be kind of cool. I should have went with a brush on that, though. There. And then we'll just do a second generation. Just make sure that's flat. Stamping right there. Okay. And I'm going to make sure this is where it's supposed to be. And you can tell it's there, locked in. See how it's not moving? I'm just going to close this down like that, and I'm going to run it through. I'll tell you what, guys, if you can get an electronic machine. Okay, so I can see them a little, and if I didn't have that black ink in there, it probably would have been even better. Definitely going to take some practice. Definitely going to take some practice. I don't know if you guys can see the leaf? And the stamped leaf. I'm not done with this one background. I want to try another color with another leaf. See if I can't make it more noticeable. Or maybe all right. What color do I have here that I would want to use? So the brown didn't really show. I mean, you can see it, but it didn't really show up. It probably would have showed up better if I didn't have that black ink on that already. Like that. Let's see. Let's try Twisted Citron. Let's see if that will show up. Better. Maybe a different leaf instead of the same type of leaf. That's that pumpkin. So that space would be right there. So let's take and put this one right here. If you come in, say hi. Say hello. Hello, hello, hello. So today is my daughter's 33rd birthday. So happy birthday, Jessica. Not that you'll watch this, but happy birthday. And then today is my brother's 63rd birthday. So happy birthday, old man. Not that he'll watch this either. More to this side here. Let's make sure we stamp it down good. All right, let's run it through again. And let's see if that green shows up. And then we'll move on. Hi, Pam. Hi, Mary. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm playing with, I believe it's scrapbook.com. Wait, nope. Simon says stamp. Oh, it's somebody's 3D embossing folder from Halloween last year. So yeah, I'm just making a mess, guys. But I can see the leaf there. I can't see the I can somewhat see the citron right there. But, so that's what it looks like. If I go in with the black, that's kind of cool. And the orange just kind of pushes up in there. Oh, okay. Well, I appreciate you coming in saying hi. I truly do appreciate it. Hi, Elizabeth. She's there with you, right, Pam? You have company. That's right. Oh, I'm wiping the wrong side, guys. Oh, that's Purdue. Purdue, like chicken, like bark, 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 bark. All right. So that's not really working. Let's try. Let's do another sheet here. Let's try putting our color on with a brush. Oh, okay. Oh, Purdy. Hi, Stacy May. All right. Let's go in here and do it with a brush. Like she did. Instead of taking the entire Duma Flucci ink pad and going over the whole thing. So, those of you that are just joining, I am trying to imitate. I'm trying to do what I saw a lady on Lisa Horton's channel doing with an embossing folder, and it was really cool. She had a flower 3D embossing folder. I don't have a flower one. I don't really have a lot of flower anything, guys. As you all know, I said it before, I'm not really into flowers. Hi, Susie. It is different inking because I'm doing a different technique that I saw on Miss Lisa Horton's channel. And I'm trying, I guess, case the creator. Oh, guys, guess what? I got approved for Amazon affiliate, associate affiliate program, which after the video, I will leave a link. So if you go shopping at Amazon, you can help me out a little. Okay. So now I can see the orange on the pumpkins. So now let's put our watercolor paper right there. And then, bloop, let's close it. See, you can see the orange. This one ought to turn out great. No, it's a 3D embossing folder, and I'm trying to get a stamp press look without having a stamp press. And I still need to go watch the Simon Hurley one that Pam was telling me about. Yes, yes, Susie. I think it's me. I'm so tickled. Hi, Kim. And my peeps. Peep, 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 peep. Okay, guys, there we go. Look. 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 The orange is just on the pumpkins. Look at that. Look at that. Now, let's do the brown leaves and see what we get. Let's wipe this off, though. Wipey, wipey, wipey. Swipey, no swiping. Linda, get to wiping. Okay, you can post it in my group, too. Linda Toman Creates, or Linda Toman Craft Along group. If you're in there, you guys can post in my group. And if you're interested in, although I really don't want more competition, but if you're interested in entering Charlene Madrid's Better Press giveaway, I shared in my Linda Toman Creates chat group. I shared the link so that it's a Google form you have to fill out, but I shared her video link where she talks about it, and in her description where the link is. Oh, cross your fingers this turns out, because it's going to be really pretty. You're going to case me, case them. That's cool. I love it. Love it. La 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 la. I was like, oh, I gotta share this. This is cool. Okay, guys, if this one works, this is gonna be amazing. Amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay. A little bit of brown there. A little bit of a brown leaf there. Thank you for coming in, everybody. I'm so tickled y'all are here. You have made my day. Let's keep on with this leaf, because I like this leaf. And I think the orange and the brown will look nice together. You peeps. You peeps. Beep, 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 beep. Okay. Let's do one more on the other side over here. Boy, I got excited when I started seeing people talking. Yes, but then it would be over the pumpkins. The goal is not to have the leaves on top of the pumpkins, just on the flat spots. So that's what the goal is. It's to fill in this space. Can you see? This space over here in between the pumpkins. That's what that's for. It's not to be going onto the pumpkins. All right. Now let's make sure we got this on right. I It should go right in, and then it won't move. Okay, and then we're gonna close it down. Look, you can see the leaves, see? See how the leaves go around the pumpkins, as if the pumpkins are laying on top of? Yes, you could do that. And then when you colored them, you wouldn't see it. It would still probably, but I wanted to try it her way. It's gonna work, Pam. It's gonna work. It's gotta work. Linda just had to make Linda boo-boos, you know, like Linda does. It's gonna work. It's going to work. I know it is. Okay, ready for the big reveal? I think it worked, guys. Look. Ta-da! Look at that. How awesome is that? I love it. Now I can go in and do something different here and here if I wanted to. But I think that's awesome. What y'all think? Do y'all like that? I like that technique. Now, if I still had gold lunar paste, I could go around the edges with some lunar paste. But I don't have gold lunar paste anymore. I could go in and do a little bit of foiling on the stems if I wanted to. So that's a far cry from where we started, guys. So we started out with this. Then we came out with this. And then we got the result I wanted. Yes, I love it. Okay, I didn't ink that little pumpkin up, but that's okay. Because, see, I can go in and I can add more detail. So, trying to think if I have any others. I only have these others, but they don't have enough space in between. See, there's not enough space in between. I mean, I could put a design on that part, but there's really not like a space in between what it is. Same thing with these. There's not really any flat space. I mean, a little, but not really. I mean, that would be cool if you could do that and put fishies in there swimming around. And then this one, there is some flat, but I don't know what I would even put in there. I don't know what I would put on it. Hi, Kelly. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, to keep this ink from going into that, it because it's an indention in. See the pumpkin goes in, and when I stamped on it, it really wasn't enough to show anything. It's magic, I tell you, it's magic. I don't know. No, see, I was looking. She did use a scripty stamp to put text in there. Yeah, it's got to be like a 3D embossing folder. This is a 3D embossing folder. See, if you look, you can see how raised up they are. See? They're pretty raised up there. See the wells on these? It's a pretty big well. So when I put a stamp over it, it really only gets picked up by the flat surface. I don't know the name of the pumpkin embossing folder because I don't remember where I got it. I think it came in the Halloween kit from Simon Says Stamps last year. In the Home Sweet Haunted Home, the fall kit. Hi, Elizabeth. Isn't it cool? Look, this didn't come in that set. I made that on my Cricut. I made my bats on my Cricut. I can emboss with this. Let's do that. Let's do some embossing with my homemade stencil on the next piece. I'm in love with that technique, guys. I am like, what? It steps it up a little, you know? I think Simon Says Stamp is who it's from, and it was in the fall kit. I believe. I could be wrong. I believe it, though. I'm not really sure. I don't remember. Because I have another one that are these waves, and I don't know where they came from either. And they're just made the same. They're made exactly the same. So, and they don't put a name on it. That's funny. He's sitting in the same room talking to the chat. My son and I, we'd be sitting, we had a wall that separated, you know, a little short wall that separated my computer area from his computer area in the old house we lived in before he moved out. Yes, I like it when they brand them also. Like, I know that this is Sizzix, that it's Tim Holt Sizzix, and Ellison is the designer. I know that this one also is Ellison and Sizzix, but it's not Tim Holtz. So, I know that about those. And because these don't have a name on them, I think they're from, and they're the same size, and they feel the same. So I want to say Simon Says Stamps. Y'all meowing at each other. Meow, 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 meow. So let's emboss these bats. Let me show you how cool this is, but I'm not going to use this distressed watercolor paper. Uh-oh. Here, let's just use the back of this that we just did that on so I can show you. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my little handy-dandy spray bottle. My brother came in the room the other day to say something to me, and he saw this. He thought there was a duck, a little duck head. He's like, that looks like a duck head, Linda. So I'm just going to mist it lightly with some water. Then I'm going to lay my stencil down. And then I'm going to piece everything back together. I'm going to put all this back together. I'm going to run it as if I'm running, because it's a thin stencil, I'm going to do this as if and my magic mat back, I'm going to do it as if I'm die cutting, because it's just a thin little stencil. So I'm running it through. I'm running it in right now. And and I'm running it back through. And now I made a ghost one also, which if you go on Cricut Design Space and you're following my profile, it's available. The bat is not available because, okay, that didn't do real good. That didn't do as good as my ghosts. But it's still there. It's there. It's just not real good. And look, I made it crooked. And what is that? There's tape or something on my... I did it with my ghost, and my ghost turned out better. Maybe my paper was thicker. I mean, the bats are there. It's just not very visible. Yeah, I just made that in Design Space. And guys, I have on my Cricut Design Space, I have all kinds of projects in there that I have available to the public. So if you follow my profile there in the Cricut community, and then I'm working on some Halloween SVGs. I've created one. I've got to cut them out and see how they lay, but I've made, so far, I've made a pumpkin SVG that layers. I was trying to kind of mimic, but not copy 100% the one like Tim Holtz, because I want that die he came out with this year, but of course, you know, that's not in a budget. The budget is $0. I don't have any fun foam. But yeah, I could put a couple pieces of paper under there to give it a little extra cushioning, and it probably will. The bat was done, I believe, with a thinner. I don't know, it might not be that much thinner than my ghost. And for the life of me, I cannot find my ghost stencil that I cut to show you guys that if you went and got it from Design Space. And it's a free image in Design Space, by the way, FYI. I don't have access. So anything I'm designing here recently, I'm using free images. Okay, so like, here's where I used the ink and inked it out. That's what the stencil looks like. But I also, guys, I got a stack of, I need to clean this space. I've just been creating and creating and creating and playing. See, look, I've just been playing with all kinds of stuff. I found it. I found my ghosties. Look at my ghosties. Look at my ghosties. No, it's the same thickness. It's the same. So I don't know. Maybe my paper was thicker. I like my ghosties. They're cute. And I was inspired by Simon Hurley to make these because he has a ghosty stencil and I wanted a ghosty stencil. So I went in and I found the image and I just contoured out the eyes and then cut my stencil, and I just used I forget what millimeter it is, but it was supposed to be Mylar. When I purchased this stuff, it was supposed to be the white Mylar, but that's not what came. Acetate came. Okay, guys, I'm like lagging bad. What's going on here? My screen is showing me back on the... I'm watching on the computer. That's where I'm reading all of your... What's going on? Why isn't it playing? Okay. I think I'm caught up now. All right. So I'm watching on my computer. I have it playing on the computer so I can see what y'all are seeing when you're seeing it. And I'm reading the comments from there so I can answer them. But if you have a delay, I'm sorry, because I'm filming on this up here. So, yeah, all my stencils that I create are in there. They're free. And I will be sharing some SVGs once I know that they cut correctly. I have to cut them out. I have to get over my anxiety. But so far, I have made a, I've made a tombstone. Made some bats. I made a pumpkin, and it's a layered pumpkin. My first layered attempt. But the SVGs will be available if they cut correctly. And then, yeah, so, all right, let's take the bat stencil and let's use this sticker. Let's go ahead and use, I think it's the same paper. I love my ghosties, guys. Love my ghosties. All right, let's, I'm trying to think. Maybe I didn't wet it. Maybe that's what the difference is. Maybe I didn't wet my ghosts. Let me try not wetting it and see what happens. Actually, I don't want to waste this. Don't want to waste this. All right. Let's get a little bit of washi tape. Little bit of washi tape. So I'm putting the washi tape on my arm. You notice I'm rubbing it in on my arm because I'm taking some of that stick off. All right, Linda, you don't want red bats. I'm trying to find some scrap paper over here. Here, let's do it on this paper instead of this. Let's put the, oh look, and they fit completely on there. And if it works, if it turns out the way I would like for it to turn out, then we can go over with some color. If not, then we just lay it and we'll stencil it. That's all. I mean, it's not like it's gonna matter in 5 years if I failed at it. What's gonna matter is if I didn't try. Hi, Jean. Like a broken record when I say your name. Jean. All right, because I will go over a recap of what we've done so far in a minute. But where did that? Look, there's my little sun mask from the other night. Just gonna put this right. Of course, it's gonna put a line, but it's okay. I'm not worried about the line. But maybe that. So, okay, recap. I now have an affiliate link for Amazon, which I shared on my Facebook page. If you are friends with me on Facebook, I shared it there. Did I? Yes, an Amazon link, which I will share in the description afterwards. So if you go shopping on Amazon, okay, there we go. That did a little better. See? You'll see it. I don't know if you guys can see it on the camera. I can see it in person. Yeah, you guys can see it. But we're gonna lay the stencil back down because I want to go over this with some hickory smoke. Oh, that's green, Linda. That's green. Where's your hickory smoke? Here, hickory smoke. So then another recap is that I was watching a lady on Lisa Horton's crafting channel, on YouTube channel. And she did the 3D embossing folder with some ink and made it like, okay, words aren't working. Stamp press, I think that's what she called it. Anyway, so I spoke about that, and then I was trying to case her, and so this was my first attempt. So I used the 3D pumpkin embossing folder, and I don't know where it's from, but that attempt looks cool, kind of. It's cool for Halloween, but it's kind of a fail. Then I went in, and this was the next one. This was a massive fail because my orange ain't on the pumpkin. You can't really see the leaves. It's just a mess. Then my final attempt turned out what I think is amazing. So this is the recap. This is what I wanted to do and show y'all. So I took the 3D embossing folder, the part that has the flat edges, where the not the high up part, this part here that goes in, and I took a brush with the orange and I just went in on all the pumpkins and then ran it in, and then I went back and I took my leaf stamp and stamped on these flat surfaces the leaves, and that's how I got that. And now she took a scripty stamp, you know, letters, and then she went in with some script, but I don't have a scripty stamp, so I didn't want to use just a bunch of different sentiments. So all right, anyway, now on to my hickory smoke. Say, come on. Why are you acting like that? So when you're doing these stencils, sometimes it's just easier. Okay, this thing is not wanting to stay on there correctly. I'm getting ink all over my fingers. I'm not really worrying about it being a lot of good color. I'm just gonna, just little to. Now, if I had, guys, I'm running out of everything. This is my glue I have. My good glue. I have a little bit of Dollar Tree glue, and I have this glue stick, and then I have tape. But that's my glue. That's my go-to glue. That's what I got left. I'm out of texture paste, so it can't go over like with texture pastes or anything like that. So you guys saw me use this stencil last Halloween, not last Halloween, no. The Halloween prior, because that's when I made this, back when I was just getting into doing all my stenciling before I went to Judy's. That's when I created this bat. But I went to go look at it, and I don't have access any longer. So I don't have access to even use my bats. But if you have access, then you can create it. All right, so there we go. There we go. There's the bats. And they're all embossed. How cool is that? Bye, Pam. Bye, ECR. I do too, but my brushes all need to be cleaned and all that other stuff. That turned out pretty cute, right? I think so. So that's pretty much what I wanted to show you guys. I wanted to show you all this technique. And like I said, I wanted to show you my stencils. Oh, and when you cut the stencil, if you cut stencils out, okay, where is it? Where is it? I have a little box somewhere. Where's my little box of goodies? So when you cut these out, see how big my ghost is? So like I can put a ghostie on here now, because when I cut them out, I got a bunch of ghosties. Look, I got some ghosties, guys. So we can put ghosties there. We can color them with alcohol ink. We can do all kinds of things. Well, alcohol markers. I don't have any alcohol inks. They dried up while I was gone. Yes, I think it was a cool technique, and I was like, I have to share that technique. And like I said, it was Lisa Horton's craft channel. I believe they're UK. I'm not sure. But look at my ghosties. The ghosties are wandering the page. Look at them. I have all these cool ghosties. So if at Halloween time you get a card from me, I found my global stamps. Now I'm looking for my butterfly stamps. I made Tia a birthday card, which I didn't get to send it to her because I couldn't find my stamps. Which I showed in my live the other night. It had the Celebrate mask. Here it is. This is the one I made for T for her birthday. Let's see. Which her birthday was yesterday. So, but look at that, guys. We can just take... Here, let's get a lavender color one. Let's make us a lavender ghost. Oh, Miss Mary. Your card is sitting here too. Let's just put some lavender ink down. And I'm using the V25. You can't really see it on here. There we go. My little ghosty. Oh, don't do that. You ruin it. Get a scrap, Linda. Get a scrap. You just... And then if I had some alcohol, so you put that on there. Get that on there real good. And if I had alcohol, I could put a drop of alcohol on it and move it around. Nice. Well, like I said, as soon as I find my stamps, I have thank you cards that I've been wanting to mail out that are way long overdue. I had enough stamps. Jean, I hope you got the one I sent to you. I had a couple of stamps that I sent a couple of cards out, and the rest of them I'm like, I can't find the rest of my stamps. I have a whole book of them. But yeah, so we can make him dark gray if we want. Or give him eyes. Here, let's give him eyes. And then a mouth. Let's give him a surprised mouth. There we go. Now my ghost has a mouth. Look. He's got a face. Yes, googly eyes. Where are they, Linda? Oh, I have a whole bunch of itty bitty googly eyes. Where are they? Oh, that'll be so fun. That's gonna be fun. And if I wanted to, I could just glue them down on cardstock and then cut them out. Yeah. That's so funny, googly eyes. Alright guys, I've been on for an hour. I wanted to show you this pumpkin. Oh, I wanted to make sure you knew, even though I don't want any competition because I want to be the winner. I want to win. But Charlene Madrid, I'll link her channel. I shared it in my chat, my Linda Toman Creates chat, or Craft Along chat, or whatever that is. Anyway, I shared it in there, the video, to her channel, because she is giving away, she reached 18,000 subscribers. Whoo! And guys, we're almost to 1,000. But she reached 18,000, and so she is giving away a better press. So you got to go over there, watch the video. She tells you what to do. There's a Google form. She tells you how to find it that you have to fill out. You don't have to tag and do all that other junk. Just go over there and do that. Good night, Miss Mary. Hi, Miss Gloria. You came in just as I'm ending. But hello, thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. I was just about to start singing my song. Just about to start singing my song. So I am trying, if you've noticed, I'm trying to come on here more often, post more videos. My Maisie's telling me, Mommy, it's time for us to do our nightly walking. She's running around. Where are you? There you are. Where'd you come running from? I would appreciate it, Miss Gloria. So, yeah, recap. You'll see how I did this if you do watch the replay. And I learned how to do it by watching Lisa Horton's crafty channel. I showed how I embossed with my bat folder. You can't really tell now that I inked it up, but... And then I was showing my ghosties that I have left from my ghost stencil. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I made this in Cricut Design Space. Oh, and I was telling them how I now have an affiliate link for Amazon. And yeah, a whole bunch of stuff, which I'll share in the description. And I'm going to say good night on that note. So everybody have a wonderful evening. And I have a neurology appointment tomorrow. So wish me luck on that. And then that's tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday. So I don't know when I'll be live again aside from next Wednesday. You're anxious to watch? Why are you anxious? Oh, you want to hurry up. Well, the giveaway will close in 2 weeks, so you have time. It's not like, I'm telling you guys, like, she just announced this yesterday. So I shared it as soon as I found out. Even though I don't want competition because I want a better press. But there's no guarantee, so I would be tickled if just one of us won it. It'd be amazing. So, all right, y'all. We know what time it is. It's time for me to sing my song. So long, farewell.